Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. I hope you're having a great day today. So today we are doing a Portuguese inspired house because it's winter. We need something sunny and warm, and I was just like, this is the perfect summery style build. Well, hot climate build just to get some warmth into our lives, because I know it's been snowing really bad in America and it's been getting cold here in the UK as well. So I thought a nice warm cheery build for January would be the perfect thing. So I'm using a reference image to kind of get the style and stuff as well, and trying to make the front at least look like the image that I had in front of me. And it was quite fun as well because this build is a very yellow and blue, which is two colors that I don't normally build with, and it's a little bit older style as well. And we've got some older style in the actual furnishing and stuff like that. So it was a fun build trying to find windows that kind of matched what I wanted as well. It had to have the blue frames on it, but also the windows have detailing on them, so I was trying to find some ones like that, but the Discover University ones were pretty perfect for this build, mixing it in with a few different packs as well to kind of get some bigger windows that they had about the place. And we've got two balconies on the outside, one at the front which is a little bit more private, and it had, in the picture, it had like blinds up on the windows, so I put those in because they were actually two bathrooms in this version of this house. So you don't really want people looking in if you've got a massive window into your bathroom and you're trying to have a bath, unless you're an exhibitionist, which is fair enough. You go live your extra life in the bathroom. So we're putting those in. And where we've got a little archway underneath the balcony is where we have a garage area, and I pop in a car and the washing stuff as well when we get around to it, because the build changes a little bit after I finished recording and from the screenshots, because I went in and put a load of live edit objects in to make like the walls and to make it like a little bit more enclosed in and stuff. So it's a little bit changed from the end of this build to the screenshots, but we can excuse that. And the roofing as well, it has a little bit of an interesting roof. It's like a little bit Asian in its theming, because it's got the little flick up at the end, but it is definitely very old tiles, using the Jungle Adventure ones instead of the base game ones, because I thought they looked a little bit older, a little bit more weathered than the other ones. And I used quite a lot of Jungle Adventure stuff and quite a lot of base game stuff, I think, as well in this build, because it fitted in very nicely. On the back we have a nice big balcony, which I actually end up opening up a little bit once we get further into the build, and actually put some of like the vines and stuff from the debug, so it looks as though it's nice and built in. And we have some hanging plants and things like that on there as well. And we have two nice big windows to reflect the front. And I can hear my voice like going. This is like, I was ill last week for like the whole entire week, which was joyous fun, and didn't do much at all, and tried to struggle through doing some recording things, but it was getting bad. But now it's got cold again. I'm just like, I don't want to be ill again, because it's all you seem to do in the winter is just to get sick. So hopefully today or yesterday I would have been to see some lovely light thing that they've got, where it's an art thing that they've got in Canary Wharf. Hopefully I can go either day and see if it's any good or not. It looks good. I've seen some pictures of it, but it looks pretty cool. Hopefully I get to go. I hope so. Now we're starting off with our interior. So we've got a very like that Mediterranean sort of feel with our tiles, and we've got a nice outdoor areas as well, which I kind of developed. We're kind of putting in items there, and like when I get to see which ones that I thought would be quite nice out there. And we got like a big nice fireplace out there as well, so you can sit outside in when it's a bit colder and stuff. So we're working on the living room first, so we're going for a little bit more traditional stuff, mixing in like the wicker with the island living stuff and the jungle adventure stuff. I think the other one's like a base game thing, because I liked all the orangey tones, and we're mixing it with the blue as well as kind of like a contrasting color. So the interior is very like it's got its own style. We're going for nice like curtains everywhere, the nice sheer ones, just to make everything flowy. You can imagine like the wind flowing through, a nice warm breeze that everyone needs at the moment, except for in Australia. Poor Australia for their wildfires. At least it started raining. It's very, very sad and upsetting what's happening there. And we've got a few modern bits and bobs about the place, just to make it look as though they've had, because when you see, like, if you ever watch a wonderful daytime TV like A Place in the Sun or escaping places, you just always see that, like, when they go to Spain or Portugal or like those types of places to find their villas and stuff, it always looks as though it's like back in 10 years ago or something. So I kind of went for that vibe, but obviously the Sims version, and we've tried to add in a lot of pot plants and plants in general, because you need to get a bit of greenery, and they always have a lot of greenery and stuff like that about in these places. And got to use a few of the objects that I don't normally use, like that big nice side table from Jungle Adventure and the other one as well, just to add in this weird L-shaped hallway that I made, because we've got the bathroom on one side and then we've got the garage. I also used some sliding doors as well, because I thought they'd be quite fun in there, like a little blue colour. And the kitchen is a wonderful shade of yellow top counters that I never ever use. So this build really made me like think outside of what I normally do, which is always fun and exciting, because you get to do stuff that you don't normally do, like use yellow countertops. And we also had our patch update, which, if you've watched my Let's Play, works wonderfully well. We need another patch update. It didn't work at all. I tried playing with a family in this house, and the toddler is even more broken than it was. My toddlers were pretty much okay before the patch, and now they are ridiculous to try and use. So that was fun. And we have tiny living as well, which I will have to do a build with, because that is, the items in that pack are beautiful and amazing, and I will have to build something very soon, and I think I'll incorporate it into the next stage of our Let's Play as well, because that will be coming to an end soon, because it's our last term, so we don't have many episodes left on that, which is sad. But we get to see what happens to them, like after uni and paying back our debts and the repo man and all that sort of stuff. So that will be fun. New careers and everything. So we got a nice round table in here with the cats and dogs seats in the blue, and we got the blue like appliances as well. I don't know what was wrong with the fridge, but that fridge kept breaking like constantly, and no one was using it. So I don't know whether that's a bug as well. So who knows? But the fridge is basically broken as soon as I got into playing the game. So I have no idea there. So in this bit we have our laundry stuff, and we have a debug car as well that looks like a little bit like a Fiat 500 type of car, and it's bright yellow as well. I did change the colour of the laundry stuff to be a yellow and a blue machine, because I thought that would be very appropriate for this type of build. We have a laundry basket outside as well, because I didn't know with the doors and stuff whether they would be able to get in and out if I put it next to it, because I don't know quite how the sliding doors work. But in the bathroom, we're going for some like older base game fittings and stuff like that, making sure that it's not too close to the door, because you always think you've got more space than you actually have with those types of doors because they slide over. But using some fun stuff, we got some yellow like tiles in the combo shower, and then we got the nice blue sink and stuff. The new sink that we get in Tiny Living would be perfect for this as well. Some very, very good items and stuff. And trying to put some stuff in this hallway to make it actually look as though it's nice and filled up. Got some nice warm looking paintings and stuff, and a few chairs about the place as well, just so you can have some different types of seats. This would be quite a good lot to put in Jungle Adventure as a holiday place. If you did the survey, hopefully we get a pack that's to do with holidays and owning your own home, like second home and stuff. So hopefully you could like have this as like your holiday home, and then your Sims could come on holiday and visit, which would be quite cool. I'm really interested to see if they actually implement any of that, because I never got to do the hotel the hotel stuff, and it sounds pretty fun to manage a hotel, as long as it's not as laggy and as the last Sims 3 one. That was, I watched some people do their hotel stuff, and it was so laggy and stuff. So hopefully they can implement it a little bit better. And when I was building this, I didn't realize that you could put TVs wherever you wanted now. So I was just like, I put a TV on the thing, and I was like, oh, this can go here now. I was like, oh, because I hadn't seen anything, because most of the guys who do it are like American and stuff, so my game had updated before any of their like patch day videos had come out. So I was just like, oh, you can actually do more stuff now, which is quite nice. And the new bookshelves that are just like clutter items is quite nice, but they could have gone through all the clutter items, and things are in weird categories now and stuff as well. It's a bit of a mess, but we'll survive. This is our master bedroom, as you probably noticed from me rambling on. I tried to use some of the base game like slidey doors up here as well in the light blue, which look quite nice, and I never use them either, so it's always good to use different items. And fans, I haven't put fans in since Island Living either, so that was fun. Fans upstairs though, because it'll be hotter upstairs. Really, realistically, you would probably have the bedrooms downstairs. I was thinking that like later on, once I'd built it all and was playing it, I was like, realistically, you would have the bedrooms downstairs and all the living stuff upstairs. But I suppose it'd be cooler for the living stuff to be downstairs, because obviously heat rises, so it's always warmer upstairs compared to downstairs. But we have a kid's bedroom here. We got a mix of like the kids stuff and the wicker bed from Island Living in there as well, in some nice blue colours and dark blue colours that kind of go with all our blue and yellow theming. And we have some fun like renders upstairs as well. So this one's a nice bright orange one. Our hallway is like bright, like a teal blue kind of colour. And we have just a plain white toddler one. It's not too much stuff. I put a toddler pool outside as well, which is always fun for all ages really, because you get to lounge in there and have some fun. Obviously all the toddler stuff that you need, but what's the point of playing with them if they're so broke anyway? And they're like starving to death constantly, even though they've had a whole plate of food. And we also have an older bedroom on the front where we actually get around to it, and it's finishing off putting some nice paintings and stuff about the place. It's quite a long thin room, so I don't want to put too much stuff in there, otherwise it would get a little bit claustrophobic in there because it's quite thin. And then this one, we have our older sim room, like teen or university person, young adult. We've got a few like older bits of furniture mixed with some like newer bits, so it kind of gives the vibe of different ages. Like they've had some hand-me-down furniture, but then they've gone out and bought their own one, and we're going for another blue theme in here as well, going for some guitar, and we've got a laptop in here as well if they need to apply for different stuff. And all that sort of stuff, and they can do some extra skill stuff in there as well, and making it look pretty. And we have a painting thing up there as well, even though the sim I made was not into painting, and she kind of went out like near enough every night with this older guy that came round for the welcome wagon, who just kept inviting her out constantly. I was just like, this is inappropriate. But it was interesting anyway. He just wanted to come round and invite her to midnight parties and stuff like that. I was like, if this was real life, the police would be starting to get involved in this. But anyway, we have a bike. Obviously we need a bike, that's the only form of transport we have at the moment. And then outside we have a nice barbecue and family eating area underneath our balcony, so it's nice tucked away from the sun. We have some sun lounges as well. I kind of build up this area, so there's a little bit of, we've got some geometric sort of hexagony type of things going on, and also make a big nice like palm tree flower sort of edging of the house to kind of finish and border it off. I also put in some of the debug walls that are from this area. They look like the Mediterranean styles, but they've got some nice arches indented in them, which fitted this build very, very nicely. And we've got lots of plants and stuff about the place, all in like terracotta pots and nice earthenware pots to kind of go with our earthy yellow, like orangey tones about the place. And then we're putting in our flower our foliage borders. So we've got one on the back end of our sun lounges, and then one here. And then this was kind of a place where your Sims could go off into whatever lot that you wanted them to. So it's kind of meant to be blended into whatever thing. So off into the jungle or off down to the beach as well. So it would be nice to put some orangey tones, using a lot of the island living flowers and stuff about the place, because I wanted to make it tropical and Mediterranean and a little bit exotic. Like, not like the Mediterranean isn't exotic, but it's really not exotic. Not Solani exotic anyway. Not like Bahamas exotic, but we're using some more tropical plants that might be found in warmer climates than the ones that we currently have at the moment. And I thought it'd be more appropriate to have like a bush instead of like ending the thing, so it kind of looks as though it's finished a little bit more. And you can place it right at the edge of the lot as well, which was more important. That's why I went in and used like debug stuff, because I was like, I want the fence right up to the edge of the lot so we can use it as much as possible. Going in with some lighting as well. We've got some little lamps on our back door. The front door is actually around the side, so it's nice and tucked away. And just adding in some pool lights and up lights as well, so we just have a little bit of mood lighting about the place. Also put some of the candle things next to the fireplace as well, and that fireplace like stays on completely. Here you can see where I've added in the walls and some stepping stones and some greenery on the balcony as well, and some hanging plants. But that is our build. Here is our little inside, our living room, our bathroom with our little base game tiles that work really nicely as well. our garage area, our kitchen with little sets, and we've got some stuff on the table outside, and our teens bedroom, and our toddler room, our kids bedroom that's nice and dark and blue, and then our adults bedroom and our balcony. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.